Good morning. Happy Saturday. I'm back, baby. I just wanted to say that. Seriously, I've only been gone one Saturday. Lord have mercy. Come on in here, y'all. Happy Saturday. Thank y'all so much for being here. I am so happy to see you guys. And let me just remind everyone that I take the last Saturday of the month off. And I usually put a reminder on my community post. I let everyone know, but I put a reminder on my community post. So if you guys are coming out looking for me, if I'm not here, just check that community post. That reminder will be there. Because, your girl got to take breaks. But now I'm here. I'm refreshed. I'm here with my peeps. I hope everyone is doing well. And I will tell you, I forgot to do one thing. I forgot to bring the giveaway winners for the replay gang. I knew I was forgetting something. So if you entered the giveaway last 2 weeks ago, I forgot to bring the giveaway winner. So I will make that announcement, you guys. I apologize, but I will make sure to bring the winner of that giveaway to the next live. Okay? All right. So if you guys are coming in here, let's answer that question of the day. Here it is right here. If your bank account could text you, first of all, what kind of attitude would they have? Would they be nice or would they be sassy? But if your bank account could text you, what would it say to you? If your bank account could text and pick up a phone and text you, what would it say to you? Drop it in the comments below. And also, as you guys are answering that question of the day, if you can see scrolling along the bottom of the live here, this is our topic for today. Our topic is, whoopsie, I didn't mean to do that. Hold on, what happened? There we go. Our topic is, why do most people struggle managing money? Why do you think that is? Drop that in the comments too below. Why do you think people struggle with managing money? What do you think it is? Okay. So make sure you drop that in the comments below because we're going to take a look at that. And let's see who's all in here. Good morning, Lucille. Lucille says her bank is texting her, you have enough money to cover your bills, but you need more for savings. Oh, well, hold on. Where's my glasses? Your bank account is smart. Huh. You have enough to cover your bills, but you need more for savings. I like that one, Lucille. Okay. Let's see. Good morning. Hey, Nora. Hey, guys. Come on in. Thank you for putting your hashtag Saturday Live in. If you want to participate in today's giveaway, make sure you put that in there. Hey, Wendy. Let's see what her bank account is saying to her. Girl, you better start figuring her bank account sassy. Girl, you better start figuring something out. Get a sugar daddy or start playing that lottery. You need to do something, Lord. Her bank account is sassy. Hi, Mandy. Good morning. Oh, now see, Glenda got a nice bank account. Her bank account is saying, keep up the good work. I know that's right. Good morning. Good morning, Chris and everyone. Happy May 3rd. My bank account would say, great job. Let's tackle this month's bills and don't overspend. Your bank account is a motivator. All right. I like that. I like it. All right. I like it. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what Linda has to say. Why do the managers keep messing with me? Who is the what? That's what your bank account would say. Lord. I don't know why. Y'all are funny. Mandy says, ma'am, give me the greenback. These bills suck. Oh my God. Your bank accounts is funny. Good morning. Oh my God. If y'all are just coming in here, the question of the day is, if your bank account could text you, what would it say to you? Okay. And it seems like some of y'all bank accounts is a little sassy. Now, that's the first thing to address. And then also going across the live here, we're going to talk about today, why do most people struggle managing money? And I'm going to introduce another budgeting method that we can maybe help us to maybe not struggle with managing money. So make sure you go ahead and put your comments in here. Good morning, Erica. Good morning, Shannon. All right, let's see what Nikki says. Child, what do you... Her bank account is a grandmama. Child, what you doing? Y'all are silly. Oh my God, y'all are so silly. My bank account would tell me I am doing a good job, but you do a little better. You know those people that be like, you're doing great. Now, I was thinking, like they break it to you nicely, but you can do a little bit better. It'll be okay. Oh my God, y'all are too funny. Oh my gosh. Desi, what do you mean you can finally watch? What Good morning. Come on in. All right. Erica says, why are you stalking me? Oh my God. Hey, if y'all are not following Erica Makes Plans, please do. Erica is one of our very few digital budgeters that shows up on the scene. I don't know if we have any other digital budgeters in here, but she's a hardcore digital budgeter and she's one of our planner chicks. So make sure y'all follow her because her bank account is saying, why do you keep stalking me? Like, go. Ain't nothing changed since 30 minutes ago. Go away. Stop buying from Etsy. Your grocery budget is falling short. Y'all got some sassy bank accounts. Good Lord today. Good morning. Good morning. Come on in. Let's see what Demetra says. My bank account would say, great job on paying bills and budgeting. Now that holidays and summer vacations are loading, don't overspend this month. Oh, encouraging. See, that's a good one. That's encouraging. Let's see what Desi's would say. Depending on an account, a text message from my savings account would say, girl, we are good to go. And when it comes to my checking account, I probably need to add more money. Yes, ain't that the truth? Oh my gosh. Well, thank y'all so much for being here this morning. Now, if you guys are just getting in here, I want you guys to also answer this question as you answer the question of the day too. And thank you for being good sports because these are funny. But I want you to put in the comments, we're just talking about why do we think most people struggle with managing money? Put that in the comment section today. Why do you think that is? Why do people struggle still today? You know, I was just reading articles and do you know there's still, I think it said about 27% of Americans that do not have savings accounts, 43% who don't have $1,000 in their emergency fund. It is 2025. So that goes to show that there's still a lot that we have going on where we're struggling with managing money that we don't have savings accounts. So I want to know from you guys, why do you think that is? Okay. And let's get down here. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here. As you come in, if you're not subscribed, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. My goal was to hit 10,000 subscribers by May. It is now May. I don't know. Never keep hope alive is what I say. But hope is dwindling because we are at 8,700 subscribers. I don't know if we'll hit 10K this month, maybe by a miracle, but you guys can help if you're not subscribed. And also make sure you hit this live if you're enjoying the live so far this morning. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Shannon. Thank you for being here. All right. Let's see. Tabitha says the reason people are struggling with managing money is they're trying to keep up with others. Mm-hmm. And you know that's the number one thing you should not do. Let's see. Myra says her bank account will say, girl, quit buying takeout and start cooking. Can you imagine if your bank account said like, girl, just try and cook. Just try. Just pick up something and try. Okay, let's see. Let's see why we're struggling. Let's see what Mandy says. Struggling due to no budget, overspending, and no clue where their money is going, and living out of their means. Yeah, those are all biggies right there. Those are all biggies. Let's see who else we got here. Because we are still in a way of living paycheck to paycheck. That's true. We struggle because nobody teaches us money management growing up. Then we gotta just figure it out once we get a paycheck. That's so true. That's true. Can some of y'all agree with that? So maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe you grew up in a household where, you know, you were taught the value of a dollar and how to do that. Lord knows I'm teaching many that now. But some of us grew up where, you know, we didn't talk about money. You didn't talk about money. Your parents didn't talk about money with the kids. You know what? That's grown folk business, what they say. But Lord knows we wish they would have. Let me turn my fan off. I don't know if y'all can hear my fan. Let me turn that off. All right, let's see. Let me see if I see anything else about struggling and why. Let's see. I believe some people struggle with managing money because they were never taught how to do so. I know people that can get 10K tax and it's gone in a month. Now, I ain't gonna lie. That was me back in the day. That was me back in the day. I got a little tax money when I wasn't used to getting no money. This is when I first had my child too. You know, when you get to claim your child, you get some money. Before I wasn't getting money. So, you know, I think it's fair. I blew through it. That's not fair. Oh, hold on. I have a knock at the door. Hold on. Who is it? Uh-oh. Here comes a visitor.
I said, do you want to go say hi to Auntie? He said, yes.
Okay, here comes our visitor. He wants to say hi, you guys. Hold on. Come on, man. Come say hi. You probably should not.
Sorry.
The booger wolf should not. Hi, man.
That's kind of rude.
You want to come say hi to everybody? Look at me. Say hi.
I'm in the middle of taking down my hair, so the back of my hair is braids and the top of my hair is down.
Elijah, can you say hi to everyone? Look at. You gotta say hi. All right, that's enough of you. Okay, love you. Bye. Oh, now he said it. Say it again, man. Say bye.
Bye. Bye.
Say bye. Yay!
And I was like, do you want to say hi to Auntie? He's like, yes.
Aw, all right. I'll see you in a little bit. Bye, man. So sweet. Y'all, he's getting so big.
Say bye. Okay.
He started talking and everything. Bye. Love you. That was my visit. You know, that's my posse right there. Anyway, what was I just saying? Oh, I was talking about how I went through that tax money. And, you know, when you ain't used to getting no money, you blow through it. I blew through about $6,000 shopping at the mall. Don't know where that money is today. Lord, that's true facts right there. Okay, let's see. Going in the right direction. Is that what your bank would say to you? Let's see who else. Let me see if anybody knows why we are struggling. And then we'll get back to what your bank account's saying to you. Somebody said, congratulations, Lynette. What happened? Let me see if I can find Lynette. Let's see. Is this it? My bank account would say you are doing much better than 6 years ago. Okay. Ain't that the truth? Don't forget to hit the like button, please. I appreciate it. Now, you guys may not be able to find it. Now, I don't know how you're watching, but you may have to come out the comments, hit the like button, then go right back to the comments. We'll be here. We'll be here for the next hour anyway. Good morning. My account would say, good job, but get control of your credit cards. Ooh, and that ain't even none of their business. But your bank account, like, now what you want to do, you may want to pay attention over there. Oh my God. You need to build that buffer up quickly. Ooh, y'all bank accounts is spunky. All right, well, let me show you guys. I found this article here. The article is linked in my description box below. And it is called The Top Reasons People Struggle Financially. Let me go ahead and pull it up so I can share it with you. If anybody wants to read, just go and read this article. It's a great article. Please feel free to do so after the live. And then let me just share my screen so we can just take a look at some of the reasons why people struggle. So here it is right here. The top reasons people struggle financially. And let me scroll down to the bottom. Hopefully you guys can see this. I'm going to scroll down here and I'm going to go right here where it says, in conclusion, financial struggles are often the result of a combination of factors, including lack of financial literacy. You know, Financial Literacy Month was last month. Poor spending habits, high levels of debt, insufficient emergency savings, psychological barriers. That's that not being taught when we were growing up. Social pressure, somebody said that, and inadequate financial planning. So these are reasons that people struggle to, managing money. Do you guys agree with some of those? Those are great ones. So those are some of the things I just want to make sure that we take a deep dive into, for while we do these lives, to make sure we're addressing those things. I wouldn't feel right having this live if most of my topics, and I think some of my topics address some of those things, but not all of them. So I want to make sure we're focusing on those reasons why people struggle so we can make sure we offer, different alternatives to help them not struggle. Does that make sense? Comment down below if you understand what I'm saying. So while I was doing that research and looking at that, I came across this young lady's video, and I'm going to put her name across the screen here. And she had an interesting concept, a budgeting method I had not ever heard of before. Now, you guys know we've done a live before on various budgeting methods. There's so many different budgeting methods out there. You got to find the right one. She's created this one. It's called the High Five Banking Method. I think her name is Sahiranese Pierce. She's Dominican for all my Dominican folks out there. She came up with this budgeting method. It's called the high five banking method. And that's what we're going to talk about today. And I have a little blurb from her video that I'm going to play for you guys. And I want you to take a listen to this, what the high five banking method is. And then we're going to do a deep dive into it on the live today. Here we go.
Now, if you're wondering what is the high five banking method, to keep it short and sweet, it's a purposeful way to manage and organize your finances through the use of 5 bank accounts.
Y'all, how long have I been talking and the mic has been muted? Oh my dear goodness. Hold on a minute. Can y'all hear me? Oh my God. It said my mic was muted. Can y'all hear me? Was I muted this whole video? Okay, I don't see anyone saying anything about me being muted. Okay, all right. Let me put the video back on again. Okay, here we go. Let me know if y'all can hear this video. Lord Jesus. All right, here we go.
Now, if you're wondering what is the high five banking method, to keep it short and sweet, it's a purposeful way to manage and organize your finances through the use of 5 bank accounts. Specifically, 2 checking accounts and 3 savings accounts. When it comes to the first checking account, it's going to be for your bills. The second checking account is going to be for your lifestyle expenses. Now, when it comes to the 3 savings accounts, the first one's going to be for your emergency fund. The second one's going to be for your short-term goals. And the last one is going to be for your long-term goals.
All right, there we go. I was muted while the video was playing. All right, so let me get to the comment section here. Let me know if any of you guys have heard of this budgeting method. So let me get down to the new comments here. Let me know. You guys were okay. That was me. When you played a video, it was muted. So I freaked out for a little bit, but it's okay. All right, now let me know if you guys have heard of the high five banking methods. And that was invented by the young lady whose video that I just played. The link to the full video is in my description box. If you guys wouldn't mind to go subscribe to her channel, go watch the video, that would be great. Let me see if any of you guys have heard of this. Tammy says no. I hadn't heard of it either. But as we do a deep dive into it, it sounds really, really interesting, you guys. It sounds, please. Yes, thank you so much. Never heard of it. I haven't. Let's see. Yes, it wasn't called high five though. Rochelle, what was it called? What was it called before? Never heard. Consuela. Hey, Consuela, never heard of it. Oh, the comments are jumping. I hear about it, but I haven't really tried it before. Okay. I call it the lazy chick method. Why do you call it that, Erica? Explain. Do tell. I never heard of this before. Okay, well, we're going to do a deep dive into it because when I saw it, again, I was doing some research. I saw it. I was like, this is a great method for people who maybe struggle with budgeting, who maybe struggle with trying to keep up with a budget every month, who can't find the right budgeting method for them. So maybe they take it to the bank accounts and maybe they learn how to budget and organize their money by having various bank accounts. So let's take a deep dive. We're going to talk about it because, like I said, one of the things this year, I don't know if you guys remember at the beginning of the year, I asked you guys, what was your word for 2025? My word personally was growth. And through that growth, especially through these lives, I want us to be able to learn things we've never learned before, we've never seen before, or to try new things. So let's do a deep dive into the high five banking method. Okay. And she said it consists of 2 checking accounts and 3 savings accounts. So let's look at this first one here. Let me pull it up. All right, here we go. So this is the high five banking method. Okay. So your first 2 checking accounts should be your bill accounts. Okay. This is where all your bills come out of. The purpose, this account is for all your monthly fixed expenses. Your rent, your utilities, your phone, subscriptions, everything. All bills is in this one account. Now, why is this important? It keeps your essentials protected and prevents accidental spending. Now, how many people can relate to that? Okay. Now, here's a pro tip. Direct deposit part of your paycheck here automatically to avoid late fees or missed bills. And when I saw that tip about the direct deposit into this account, I forget you can set your direct deposit to go into multiple accounts. I I forget. Did anybody know that? I forgot all about that. So, with that being said, okay, that's the bills account. I'm going to throw in my question for the day. Put a number 1 next to your answer. Do any of you guys currently have a separate account just for bills? Or does everything come out of one account? Drop that down in the comment section for me, okay? Do you have separate accounts for your bills or just one account? I got one account. And I never thought about this until I saw this. I'm getting me 2 checking accounts. I am definitely getting, I'm following this. I'm already sold. Let me know how you guys feel down below and let me get to the comments here. Oh, I guess that would help if I hold on. It would help if I kept the question up there, huh? What I was going to say, if you have not put in your hashtag Saturday Lives yet, please make sure you put in your hashtag Saturday Lives. Today's giveaway, I am in my B era. So today's giveaway are my new B savings challenges, okay? So you'll get 3. Here's the first one. See if you guys can see that. Let me take the banner off just for a second while you guys are answering that so you guys can see this. So here's the first savings challenge. Look, unbelievable savings. Okay. That one, don't take that. That one's mine. Then here's another one with our B known. This is the save $200. Okay. And then this is the last one. I be saving money. Hit the like button if you're liking these. Come on now. You can't help it. So this will be our giveaway win today. Now, if you don't win, if you want to support, you can always go out to my website and purchase these. They are $5 each. Or if you prefer a digital download, you can go to my Buy Me a Coffee and get all 3 as a digital download for $2. Okay. So put your hashtag Saturday Live in. Let me get to the comments. Let me see what you guys are saying next to number 1. Do you have separate accounts or does everything just fall under one account? And don't forget to put number 1 by your answer, you guys, so I can make sure that I see you. So give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find where these have started. I don't see any. Number 1, somebody said it does sound interesting. It does sound interesting. Listen. Your budgeting style, you can change it up. It's okay to try new things. That's what makes it so great. If you don't work, then go back to what you were doing. But do your research. Try some new things. Don't get me some separate bank accounts. I've never thought about that. I have separate accounts for my business and my personal checking, but never thought about splitting up bills and, the rest of my money. So let me get down here and see what you guys are doing. And then Erica said it's the lazy chick method because I'm lazy and it minimizes the mental work I have to do. I don't call that lazy. I call that smart. And this is what I mean. This is what I mean about this method. For those of you who but this is really smart what Erica's saying. For those of you who may be challenged with budgeting because you're trying to do it with other methods that people have said, and maybe that's not working for you, maybe that's just the best way. Like Erica said, maybe I can manage my money better in various accounts and give them categories. And this is what you spend out of. This is what you save in. I like it. All right. Let me, here's number 1. Okay. 1 account for right now, Wendy says. I have certain amounts of money going to 5 different places. Is that 5 different checking accounts? Remember, these are checking accounts. Everything comes from 1 account. Me too. I have a separate account for bills. Okay. Yes, I have a bill. Oh, y'all okay, Sunshine? She got one too. I have accounts for different purposes. It works well. Do you have several checking accounts? Please enlighten us. Hi, Rachel. Separate for bills. Okay. Hey, Dolores. I have my Instagram family. I have everything coming out of 1 account. Me too. 1 account. Yes, I have a bills account. I got it 1 month ahead. Ooh. Because that was another thing. Was that Rochelle who said that? Yeah, that was another thing I was going to say. Having a separate bill account, maybe that will help us to get to that 1 month ahead mark that much quicker. Oh my God, there's so many possibilities. Okay, 1 account. Alice says 1. Alice said, that's not Alice. Sorry, I can't see. LaFrida. Yeah. Don't even ask. I thought that said Latin. Don't even ask. Yes, separate bill accounts. Oh, as separate banks. Okay. Separate bill accounts, separate banks. I like it. 1 for bills, 1 for personal. Yes. Okay. Some of y'all have been doing this. I have one account. I got a whole separate account for my bills. Very smart. I have a checking account just for bills and 3 savings accounts, what Kelly says. All right. Myra says I have one account, but y'all, you and Kelly, look, y'all doing the same thing. Yes, I have a separate bank account for bills and my cash envelopes. Yes, I like it. All right. So it looks like you guys well, it looks like I would say it's 50-50. Some of us have a separate account for bills. Some of us, we don't. We have one account. So that's a part of this high five banking method, a different budgeting method to think about. Maybe if we don't have them separated now and we're trying to figure out ways to save money, maybe that's something to look into. All right, now let's look at what she says the second checking account should be. Okay, so the first one's for bills. The second checking account should be a lifestyle account. Okay, so this one is the purpose is this is your day-to-day spending. So this is where your groceries, your gas, takeout, personal items come out of. Now, most of you guys may use the cash envelope system, but some of you may, maybe don't get to cash stuff your envelopes. It's easier to just keep it in a bank account if it's separate. Something to think about. Why it's important. It keeps you from accidentally dipping into your rent or bill money. And don't sit here. Okay. Don't act like y'all ain't accidentally took the bill money by mistake. And then you tried to figure out how you're going to pay it back. Well, I get paid this day, so I can put this back. Don't, because I've been there. Pro tip, give yourself a weekly spending limit from this account to avoid overspending. So that is it in a nutshell. 2 checking accounts, one for bills and one for your lifestyle. And I love the thought of that. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section. So far, what you guys are thinking. And then let me put my second question up. Put a number 2 next to this answer. Okay. I want you guys to answer this. Which part of your money feels the most out of control right now? Which part of your money feels the most out of control right now? Is it bills? That's A. Is it daily spending? That's B. Your savings? C, or just everything? All of the above. So A, B, C, or D, which part of your money feels the most out of your control right now? I think if I were to answer this, I would say B, my daily spending. And it's just the most out of control because I'm not staying on top of it like I should. I know that I have money in my account. This is why I'm separating these accounts. And so I'm just swiping my little life away. I pull money out from my cash envelopes. I'm still swiping my life away. Which one of these are you guys? Which one's the most out of control? A, B, C, or D? Let me get down here to the comments. And then I want you guys to make sure you have liked the live if you haven't already. And then we have 44 entries for the giveaway. Good deal. All right, let's see. Hi, Lisa. Welcome. Thank you for joining. All right. Yeah, get those Saturday lives in there, you guys. And let me get down here. And okay, hold on. Let's see. Let me get some more number 1s before we get to that. Yes, hey, Tamika, I do, but everything is coming out of one account right now. Okay. I have one with the brick building, and just open one with Capital One. But I usually just use the envelope system when it's not pertaining to bills. I'm glad you said that. For those of you who have one checking account, and maybe thinking about getting 2 after what we just discussed today. I don't know if you remember a few lives ago when I was talking about your high yield savings account, which were the top ones, and Capital One, I believe it was. I'll have to go back to that video to make sure, but you guys can Google it. I think it was Capital One. It was one of them that if you signed up with direct deposit for their checking account, you would get a $300 bonus. I will definitely have to look that live up, or again, I think it was a few lives ago. I'll have to look that up. But if you guys remember that, that's something to think about before you just go running and opening another checking account. See which one you can maximize your benefits from. Because if you get one, maybe you can get a $300 bonus from it. I'm just saying. All right, let me get down here to question number 2. Make sure you put your number 2s next to your answers so I can find them, because there's a lot of comments in here. So let me see. Here's Janelle. Okay, let's see what she says. She says hers is daily spending. All right, let's see. Daily spending. Here we go. We all got daily spending. We're gonna have a come to Jesus live. And it's gonna be on daily spending and eating. And that daily spending is probably eating. Look at this. Daily spending, daily spending. Okay, hold on. I see a B and C. Daily spending and savings. Okay, There's Alice. Okay, I knew I saw Latin budget in here. Daily spending. Look at this. Daily spending. Bills, that's A at the moment, due to rising expenses. Oh. Daily spending. Yep. Oh, wow. All right, you guys. I see what the next live is going to be about. Daily spending and how to not go overboard. That's the next live topic. All right, let's see. Woo. DDD. So D times 3. Oh my God. Everything, Kelly. We gotta work on that, girl. Currently C. Okay, C is savings. B, the B squad. Look at this. Let's see. D, that's everything. Daily spending. All right. B, credit cards. Nobody mentioned credit cards because, that's out of control. I hope no one's mentioning it because it's, you guys are getting it under control. But yeah, it's time for us to bring up conversation of credit cards again. We haven't talked about credit cards in a few months, but that's a good one. Savings. Okay. Bills. Okay, here go the bills crew. Bills, everything keeps going up. Oh, my cable bill just went out. My cable bill, I'm paying like $340. Why? It just keeps going up. I know at one point it was 200 and something, but why is it 300 and something? Lord knows, I don't even watch it. That's a whole nother topic. All right. We got that one. Nothing is out of control. Good, Rose. I know that's right. My financial situation has changed dramatically. That'll do it. All right. B, that's that daily spending. Let's see. One thing y'all gonna do is add an option. I put a D to cover everything, so y'all wouldn't add an extra option. Look at Alicia. She done added the E. That's all right, girl. She said anything else. All right. So it looks like the majority is A and B. We're going to do a live on that daily spending because the reason we're going to do a live about it is because the topic comes up a lot. We know that part of our struggles, and because I wouldn't even call it a struggle with us, not a struggle as in we're struggling, but it's a struggle that we can't stop. So how are we going to stop? How are we going to stop all this money and overspending on daily spending and eating out? We're going to talk about that. All right. So those were the first two accounts that she suggests that you have. 2 checking accounts. Okay. One for bills and one for your lifestyle. Now let's get into the other 3 accounts, and they all pertain to savings. All right. So let's pull number 3. Here we go. Here, you guys already know your emergency fund. Now this is the first savings account you should have. Okay. Now the purpose, it covers unexpected expenses like your car repairs, your medical bills, job loss, emergency fund. Why it's important? Even $100. I want everyone to understand this. Even $100 in this account can stop a small emergency from becoming a big debt. Oh, I cannot stress that enough. Pro tip, start with small goals like saving $25 a month and, use a savings challenge to help you stay motivated. I know people don't think that. We got to get out of that mentality too. And I'm going to continue to stress, start small. Starting small and having something is better than nothing. Like that comment said, even $100 can help prevent a small emergency from turning into a big old stupid debt. You understand what I'm saying? All right, so let's get into our next question here. Let me pull this up. Make sure you put a number 3. And this is what I want to know. If an emergency happens tomorrow, knock on wood, it won't. How you paying for it? A, B, C, or D? How you paying for it? Your emergency fund? Credit card? You got to borrow the money from someone, or no idea? Now, let me ask you guys this question. You don't have to answer it, But have you ever been in a situation where an emergency happened and you had to borrow the money from someone? How did that make you feel? I can tell you from experience, it's not a good feeling. It is not a good feeling to not have enough money for your rent and have to go ask someone, can you borrow a few $100s? Have you guys been in that situation? That's one of the main reasons why I am so hard on my money journey, because I am never going back there again. That is the worst feeling in the world. Do you understand me? Never going back there again. So let me put that question number 3 back up there again. If an emergency came up tomorrow, how you paying for it? Using your emergency fund, your credit cards, you borrowing it from someone, or you just have no idea. You don't even know. That's how I was back in the day. I had no idea. Not a clue. Not a clue. And we're going to stop that because it can't be that way. It can't be that way. All right, let me see what you guys are saying here. Wait, LaFrida said, yes, it is Capital One with the $300 bonus. So before, if you guys out here, if you have one checking account and you're thinking about opening another one, before you open that other one with your regular, who said a brick building bank? You know, the brick buildings. Before you go in there, open one, and they ain't going to offer you nothing. Look into Capital One. Look into Capital One, get you a $300 bonus. Direct deposit into that second account. Something to think about. All right, let's see. Getting ready for my daughter's graduation. Oh, congratulations. Oh my God. What a great feeling that is. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, and tell your daughter we all said congratulations. There is nothing better than that feeling, seeing your kid graduate, or you just graduating, all that hard work. You get to breathe. Oh my God. That's a good one. All right, let's see. I am, what number are we on? Number 3. Let me get down here to new comments, see if I can find number 3. While I'm looking for your answers, please make sure you are hitting that like button. Oh, somebody said Joy. Is Joy in here? Let's see. Hey, Joy. This makes me feel good. This far, I'm doing things right. Yes. You got, and listen, Joy, you're doing everything right. You are doing everything. I want everyone to understand what you guys are doing is right for you. What I like to bring to the table is different alternative. If something's not working, maybe try this. It's okay to try different things is the message for today's video, especially for all my new budgeters or all of my budgeters on the low income. These are things for you to try. It's not going to hurt to try it. If it don't work, then stop doing it. You understand what I'm saying? All right, let's get to number 3. Here we go. All right, which one is it? Here is our first. Here we go. Joyce says A, emergency fund. Emergency fund. Thankfully, emergency fund. Emergency fund just funded 3 months towards my 1-year emergency fund. Woo! I can't wait to get to 1 year of an emergency fund. Ooh! I'm at 2 months. I'm at 2 months. I got 10 months to go. I'll get there. Depending on the amount. That's a good comment. It depends on the amount of the emergency. And if it depends on the amount of the emergency, that means we need to start looking at how much we need in that emergency fund. I'm glad you said that. Look, cash is in my stocks. All right, girl. Woo. $1,000 done. All right, Alice. She got that $1,000 going on. Okay, everybody saying emergency fund. A, which is in Cap 1. So with the card, then transfer from HISA to card to pay. I got you. She got a she got a system. If it do happen, this how we getting the money, and I'm going by my day. Emergency fund. All right. So everybody's saying emergency fund. Good. Knowing me, I will pay for it with my emergency fund, but swipe my credit card and then pay it off in cash. Hey, whatever works, as long as you have it. As long as when you pay it with that credit card, you pay it off. That's the key, right? As long as you pay it off. Emergency fund or those envelopes are getting. Everybody read that for a minute. Not the first part, the second part. Did you see that? Or those envelopes are getting emptied. I'm raising my voice. Okay, I can calm down. I will never forget when I started this little budgeting journey of mine, watching different budgeting videos. Don't ask me who this channel was, but this person and their husband had something happen. They had to get a new washer and dryer. They had the money to buy the washer and dryer, but they chose to put it on the credit card because they didn't want to use the money that they had saved up in their envelope. Do you know how? Let me tell y'all something about me. I don't like to hold grudges. That video, I probably watched that video about 3 years ago, and I still to this day talk about it. It still get me upset. Don't do that. Empty those envelopes. That's what it's for. Oh, Lord. Okay, let me move on. Should have brought up something, didn't we? Okay, emergency fund, emergency fund, emergency fund. All right, so everybody's using their emergency fund. Good deal. That's the whole point, right? That's the whole point. Why are we saving for it? Because I know sometimes, like I said, we don't want to part ways with that money. Listen, let me tell you something. And this is true talk. And nobody's doing anything wrong by any means. But it's such a proud accomplishment when you saved this amount of money. You just saved this amount of money, whether it's your cash envelopes, whether it's in your savings account, in the bank, whatever it may be. So it's a proud moment. I get it because I do it myself. When I see my sinking funds grow, oh my God, it's the proudest moment. But when you got to use that money, you get so mad because it's like, how long I've worked to save this money. It's hard to part with. I get it. All right. So that was number 3. Let's get into number 4. You guys make sure you put in your hashtag Saturday Live. Today we are doing 3 of my B savings channel. Look at this. I be saving money. Okay. It's unbelievable. Put your hashtag Saturday Live in. What are we doing here? Okay, let's get into number 4. Okay, this is the 4th method, but the 2nd savings account. Okay, now this one should be for your long-term savings. Now I want everyone to hear me out on this because, see, a lot of times we lump everything into emergency fund. Okay, this is where we need to break it out. So this is what her theory is saying. Get you 2 checking accounts. We're going to have 3 savings accounts. The first one is for that emergency fund. Hopefully we never have to touch it. Second one is long-term savings. If you separate this stuff, maybe you don't have to touch that emergency fund, okay? So long-term savings. This is for your future goals, okay? Like if you need to save for a new car, a home, holidays, Christmas will be here soon, y'all. Why is this important? It keeps you from borrowing. I didn't mean to yell. Hold on. Let me get back to my normal voice. It keeps you from borrowing from your emergency fund. Pro tip, create a sinking fund for each goal, okay? And use label envelopes or use the digital method, okay? And most of y'all are doing that. But the whole point, I get excited again. You should have, I don't know if you guys know my philosophy. You've probably heard me say it before, but I treat my emergency fund like a quarterback. You guys have heard this analogy before. And then I have other savings accounts to protect my quarterback. That's what this is saying. Get you a long-term goal savings account. So if something happens, you take it out of that account and not your emergency fund, okay? All right, question number 4. Put a number 4 next to this one, okay? And we're going to talk about, I think I skipped this question. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I missed this question. Not this one yet, because we haven't gotten there yet. Let me get back to the comments. Let me know what you guys think about having separate savings accounts. I skipped the other question because I forgot to put it in there, so my bad. So let me get back to your just your comments here. Let me see what you guys are thinking about this. Emergency fund, but only recently. Last time had to replace. I said, the reason I said that because if y'all know, tires are expensive. Why are tires so dang on? Anyway. Had to replace 3 tires and 2 struts on my vehicle and had to charge the whole thing $1,600. But glad I had credit for the emergency. Okay, but hi, Amy. This is true. At least you had the credit to cover it. We don't want to go to credit cards. The whole purpose of saving is you don't want to use your credit cards. But that's another thing what Amy just said that makes a lot of sense. Sometimes this was me. I wouldn't even have, back in the day, I wouldn't even have $1,600 on a credit card to pay for that. Have any of y'all been there? I I wouldn't, Amy, I would have been without a car. You know how you, I laugh at this because this has happened. I would have told them, let's get that tow right back to the house. I ain't even got that. That was true talk. Sometimes we don't want to put it on the credit card, but hey, sometimes we have to. Now, do you have enough to cover it? That's what I'm talking about. A debt-free bachelor's is an account. Oh yes, for Francis's daughter. Yes, that's so good. All right, let's see. Yes, I did ask for money before, and it really made me feel super bad. And I told myself not to ever ask for money again. It just makes you feel. It just makes you feel real small, doesn't it? If that's not enough, you know how sometimes we say sometimes it takes a certain thing that happens to you in life to make you change things around. That's one of those things. And then you'll never want somebody holding that over. You owe them money. You ain't paying them back fast enough. You know that. like back off. I'm going to pay you. I felt that one. All right, let me get down here to some new comments. You guys, please hit that like button if you haven't already. Hey, Barbie. I have separate savings accounts with different banks for different purposes, even if it's just $5 in there. Long-term savings, birthday savings, car savings, emergency, etc. Yeah. I have several HISA accounts, my emergency fund, month ahead, long-term savings, and several buckets. Oh, y'all got a lot of accounts. Hey, thank you for being here. No, thank you for being here. Shout out to my replay gang if I have not said that already. And I didn't mean, y'all got a lot of accounts. Don't listen to me. I got about 1 million accounts over here, okay? I was talking about buckets. Oh my God, look at me talking about y'all got a lot of accounts when I'm the queen of all the accounts. I have separate savings accounts, long-term, personal, and one for my daughter. Okay, Kara says she got a savings account for her daughter. Do y'all have a separate savings account for your kids? Isn't it amazing how we all come together and somebody may say something and it's like, that's a good one. Do you guys have savings accounts separate just for your children? That's a whole nother topic. I have 13 buckets, so I believe in no separate accounts. That's in addition to 5 checking accounts. Woo, y'all are really managing y'all money. Any money I don't intend to use within 6 months could be earning me a bunch of interest. That's true. If you're not using those accounts and you got them, you got money in there, it's earning interest. That's absolutely true. So let's get into our last savings account. Okay, let me pull this one up. And here it is right here. Someone mentioned this, short-term savings. Okay, so here's our 3 savings accounts we should have. We should have emergency fund. We should have long-term savings. Now we should have short-term savings. Now, what is the purpose of this? This is saving for those needs within a certain time frame. Okay, so when you're planning something that's happening, a concert is coming up in 6 months you want to go to. You save for that, Why is it important? Budgeting, everybody listen up, come close to your computers, phone, whatever you're listening to me on. Listen to this, okay? Budgeting shouldn't feel like a punishment, okay? It keeps you prepared. Budgeting should not make you feel restricted like you can't do anything. That is not what budgeting is, okay? Please remember that. Pro tip, set a small monthly amount, even if it's just $10, $20, to save towards those short-term savings so you can enjoy yourself. Remember, saving money is just helping you be prepared in the event something happens. Another good thing about saving money is you can prepare for those things that before you couldn't usually enjoy because you wasn't saving your money properly. But now that you know how to save your money properly, save it for the things you like doing too. It's not, listen. Hold on, where's my chapstick? Hold on. Okay. I'm not gonna sit here and just save for bills all the dang on time and emergency funds. I'm gonna do stuff to enjoy life. Please, somebody give me an amen in the comment section. Save for it. I have a challenge called Save for the Things That You Want. If you guys don't have it, I encourage you to get it. It's a $1 digital download. The whole point of this is for me to show everyone just by saving as little as $1 a day every month, just as little as $1. The highest amount is $5 on the weekend. By the end of the year, you save over $800 to use for yourself, and it did not take a lot of money. I do not want anyone in this chat to be sitting here with all them savings accounts y'all got in them buckets. One of them buckets better be for fun. One of them buckets better be for self-care. One of those buckets better be for, doing something for yourself. Okay, I'm preaching. I'll stop. Okay, let's get to our next question. I'm so passionate about that because I mean that. We're not just sit here to pay bills and think about how we're going to just spend our whole life, how to get ahead on bills. You also got to enjoy life. All right. So now here we go. Number 4. Now, of those 5 categories that we just talked about, the 2 checking, the 3 savings, which one of these 5 categories do you need to work on the most right now? So if you were going to set up those 5 different categories, and let me pull it back up again so everyone can see what all 5 are. Okay. So your bills, your lifestyle account, your emergency fund, long-term savings, or short-term savings. Okay. Which of these 5 categories do you need to work on the most right now that you don't really pay attention to? You should probably pay attention to it. Lord knows, my glasses are crooked. Lord knows if you say bills, that's okay. If you say bills, we got to start working on that one. And that's okay. But which one of those 5 categories do you need to work on the most right now? Okay. And while you guys are doing that, let me just say, don't forget to put in your hashtag Saturday Live. We are going to do the giveaway drawing here. We got 58 entries, cool beans. And let me get back over here. I want to know which one of these do you need to work on the most? I guess I should put that back up here. Let me get that question again. Okay. Which one of those 5 categories do you need to work on the most? And let me get down here. Y'all, I hope y'all are enjoying this topic, but I do know that we need to talk about daily spending. That's going to be, I was going to talk about something else next week, but we need to talk about daily spending. All right, let me see. I see some comments coming up here. Oh, they're jumping. Okay, hold on. Kathy says short and long term. Take a moment. I want you guys, and if anyone is interested in a PDF of all of the different categories that I talked about today, send me an email. I'll shoot you over a PDF, and it has all of the categories and the topics that I just listed today. Everybody, you're going to get homework. We ain't had homework in a while. Write these things down. Kathy says short and long term. Write down what that means to you, what would fall under each one, and how you can start saving. Because remember, it doesn't have to be a lot. The one thing you all need to remember is this money's going to add up. You put that money away and you ain't got to focus on it. It will add up. Hold on. Let me see. Oh my God, the comments. Okay. Long-term. Okay. Dolores said long-term and short-term. My emergency fund, because my long-term savings account has taken a beating because my emergency fund has been depleted. Oh my God. Yeah, we've been there. Lifestyle account, Dawn says. Short and long term. Let's see. I saw someone say, sorry, this is jumping. All savings. My bank account would say, get it together. Your bank account's just like, get it together. Get it together, sis. Short term. Yep. My short term, month ahead, rainy day. Lifestyle and short term. And where's Alice? Alice just said month ahead and rainy day. You absolutely, with these categories, with anything with savings, make it your own. You don't have to call them short-term, long-term, lifestyle. You can look at the definition of them, change the name of the categories. That's the cool thing about budgeting. Make it fit your needs. So maybe yours is not called lifestyle. Maybe you call it something else. Maybe it's not short-term. Maybe it's rainy day fund or something else. All right, let's see. Long-term, okay. Lifestyle, emergency fund, and short term. Okay. Emergency fund, lifestyle. We all need to work on that lifestyle. Short term and long term. All right. You guys know. The cool thing about this is you guys know. You guys know which one. I'm good. I am saving for all accounts. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. All right. Is that how you eat an elephant for real? All right. I pay attention to all of them, but long-term savings is my current pain point. The cool thing, y'all know this. Isn't that funny? Y'all know what it is. What are you doing about it? That's why I want you guys to just take a few minutes, write it down. You know what it is. Now write down how we can work on it. Put a timeline on it. What do you want to make of it? How can we get there? All right. I'm just saying. Emergency funds. Long term. And remember, we don't have to talk about large amounts. Save what you can. That's the one thing everyone thinks it has to be all of this money. It does not. Save what y'all. I have some of my savings accounts that I don't even touch. My main goal was to get them to their goal. And they've been at their goal for the past few years. And I think Erica said this, and now they're just sitting collecting interest. So start off small, reach that goal, and then move on to the next step. Don't try to start off with this big, large number, because that can defeat you. Okay. All right. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed this live. Let's get ready to do this giveaway for the B savings challenges. Okay. You'll get all 3 challenges, but if you don't win, don't worry. You can go to my shop. You can support that way, or go to my Buy Me a Coffee page. If you go to my Buy Me a Coffee page, the link is in the description box. I have all types of budgeting freebies out there, but I also have different things. Like I have these challenges as digital challenges where you can just go for $2 and get all 3. You can print them off yourself. You got a laminator at home, go print them and laminate them yourself, make things easy. All right, you guys have a few seconds here to put in your hashtag Saturday Live. We got 62 entries. Let me share my screen. And while I'm doing this, you got a few seconds because it takes me a little bit. Don't worry about it. All right, here we go. Good luck, everyone. I always feel like we need music at this part. Boom, boom. Who will win? Steps on a budget. Congratulations. Now, let me just say this for all of my giveaway winners. You have, let me put this out here. Hold on. Let me find my email address. Where are you? There's my email address. Please reach out to me. Okay. You got to reach out to me so you can give me your information so I know where to mail the item. You have until next Saturday. If I don't hear from you before the start of next week's live, that's it. You lost. That's it. You lost. Don't reach out to me a month later. I'm not talking about anybody, but I'm just saying. You got to tell this is not an ongoing thing, okay? Because, email me, let me know how you want your winnings. But if I don't hear from you by next Saturday, then you forfeit and just try again, okay? All right, so I hope everyone enjoyed this live. If you did, please make sure you hit the like button. If anyone ever has any different topics that you want to discuss, please, you can, in my description box, you can submit my questionnaire. You can message me. You can email me, whatever you want to do. Let's get some final comments here. I hope you guys got some great weekend plans. It's raining here. It's ugly today. Everyone's saying congratulations. Kathy saying go like the live. Look, where's Rochelle? That Rochelle. I did not say your name because it is not just you. Rochelle, I was not talking about you. Because it's not just you, I promise you. But I'm just saying, you gotta, come on. All right, you guys. So I hope you enjoyed the live. I will see you guys back here next Saturday. Go enjoy your weekend. Go do something for yourself. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.